Hey guys, what is up? Welcome back to the channel, and if you're new, welcome. Today we're here with House of the Dragon, Season 1, Episode number 7, Driftmark. Now, I'm really excited for this one, being that we are getting closer to the end of the season, which means we're getting closer to Season 2, which is just around the corner. So if you guys do enjoy these kinds of videos and like what you see, consider hitting the like button and clicking the subscribe button down below to get notified when Season 2 drops. But with all that being said, if you're ready, I'm ready. Grab a drink and let's get started. Picking up right after the other episode ended. Otto is back as the Hand. He's speaking right to her. He's like, I know these kids are not my blood. I think this is why Daemon didn't want to come back. Everybody be politicking all the time. This is a cool custom that they have. It's like returning the dead back to the ocean from where they came. I think that's Aegon's dragon Sunfire there above the rocks. I can't wait to see him up close. He's supposed to be like the best looking dragon.
Your little cousins have lost their mother. Could use a kind word.
I've an equal claim to sympathy.
Jay.
Bit harrowing mourning Lord Lionel Sahara.
This poor kid can't even mourn his own father's death.
The Valarians are our kin and the Strong's. Do you understand?
Yep. She's watching you.
Your brother will be king, of course. He'll sit on endless councils and ceremonies. The Lord of the Tides rules the sea.
I don't want it.
It's your birthright, lad.
If I'm the Lord of Driftmark, it means everyone's dead.
Yeah, he's right. I never thought of that. These poor kids are just being pulled into fights that their parents have started. Vega? Probably didn't get to see his sister in like years.
Your girls are the very image of their mother. A comfort and an anguish, as I well remember.
How did Rhaenyra die before him?
You should return with us to King's Landing. It's time that you came home.
Pendos is my home.
He wants him back.
I know we've had our differences, but let them pass with the years.
I think Viserys really does miss his brother.
I need nothing.
I think Daemon feels like his brother doesn't really trust him.
Brother. Sorry for your loss, my prince.
No matter how fat the leech grows, it always wants for another meal.
They still don't like each other.
Lena needed our maesters.
Yeah.
Mayhaps the gods have scorned us for our insatiable pride.
The crown was yours until those fools at the Great Council plucked it from your head.
It's not justice for your wife that drives you, it is your own ambition. It is desire for the throne, if not for yourself, then for the scions of your house, even now at the cost of our children.
Yeah. I think that's what she was worried about with Rhaenyra and Rhaenyra's marriage. That it would cost her children.
What is this brief mortal life, if not the pursuit of legacy?
Legacy may be why you live your life, Corlys. I want Driftmark to pass through Lena's line to Baelor.
Damn.
You would have me cast an even darker shadow over those little boys than already exists.
Yeah.
You can speak the plain truth as we both know it. Rhaenyra's children are not of your blood.
History does not remember blood. It remembers names.
That is very true. That's why he wanted the boys to have his name.
Karen's curse is said to be as strong now as it was after the conquest.
It's a ghost story. One Sarosser and the Queen would gladly exploit.
I do not believe Alicent's capable of cold murder.
Well, maybe not yet.
I've been alone. You abandoned me.
I spared you. You were a child.
Yes, yes, I was a child. And look at what my life became without you. Did you love her?
We were happy enough.
I think he cared about her, but I don't think he loved her.
Rhaenyra.
I'm no longer a child.
They're both finally gonna get what they want. He doesn't just want any dragon, he wants the biggest dragon. Damn, that is a big girl. Oh. It's like, no. Round two. It's like, I said no. I think that means serve and then calm. Damn. Imagine that thing staring at you like that. Oh. She's awake now. Oh, man. I don't think there's any rule against bonding with somebody's dragon after they die. Gotta hold on for dear life. Ooh, watch out. Man, that is so cool.
Vhagar is my mother's dragon.
Your mother's dead.
Ooh.
Vhagar has a new rider now.
She was mine to claim.
Then you should have claimed her. Maybe your cousins can find you a pig to ride.
Damn. Ooh. Oh. He's got all that arrogance now. Oh.
You will die screaming in flames just as your father did. Bastards.
My father's still alive!
Doesn't know, does he? All strong.
Oh. Probably shouldn't have said that. Oh.
Get away!
Where were you guys the whole time? I swear the Kingsguard lets the royal family out of their sights way too often.
The flesh will heal, but the eyes lost your grace.
Aemond One Eye. Cool nickname though.
Who did this?
They attacked me! He attacked Baylor! They took Baylor!
This just shows how divided they really are.
Enough!
And Daemon just enjoying watching all the chaos unfold.
Silence! Aemond, I will have the truth of what happened.
Vile insults were levied against them.
What insults?
The legitimacy of my son's birth was put loudly to question.
What?
Called us bastards.
You tell me, boy. Where did you hear this lie? Your king demands an answer. Who spoke these lies to you?
Yep. She is the one that's been telling everybody.
It was Agon.
Yeah, that's probably the best answer he could have given.
And you? Where did you hear such calumnies?
We know, Father. Everyone knows.
This interminable infighting must cease! Now make your apologies and show goodwill to one another. Your father, your grandsire, your king demands it!
He really is the only thing keeping everything together at the moment.
That is insufficient. Aemond has been damaged permanently. My king, goodwill cannot make him whole.
I know, Alicent. But I cannot restore his eye.
No, because it's been taken.
What would you have me do?
There is a debt to be paid.
So an eye for an eye.
I shall have one of her son's eyes in return.
My dear wife.
He is your son, sir. Your blood. If the king will not seek justice, the queen will. Sir Kristen, bring me the eye of Lucerys Velaryon.
Stay your hand.
No, you are sworn to me!
As your protector, my queen.
As a protector, not a henchman. Although he probably does want to do it. She can't let it go. Daemon stepping in.
You've gone too far. What have I done but what was expected of me? Forever upholding the kingdom, the family, the law.
Exhausting, wasn't it? Hiding beneath the cloak of your own righteousness.
But now they see you as you are.
Alicent drew first blood. It's sad to see how much they've been driven apart, especially when they were such good friends at one point.
Do not mourn me, mother. It was a fair exchange. I may have lost an eye, but I gained a dragon.
The biggest, baddest one.
It was an ugly thing, I regret it.
We play an ugly game. And now, for the first time, I see that you have the determination to win it.
This guy.
What that rogue Aemond has done in winning Vhagar to our side. The boy was right. It's worth 1,000 times the price he paid.
Yeah. Utter doesn't care about anything as long as it gets him what he wants.
We made an arrangement all those years ago to do our duty and yet explore happiness. But there are times, I think, when these things cannot mutually exist. But I recommit myself to you and to strengthening our house as we prepare you for your ascension. I will raise our sons to be princes of the realm.
Lynn.
You deserve better than what I have been.
It's nice to see him stepping up. But like Maester Aemond said, love is the death of duty. So to honor his duty, he must give up his love. And there goes one of their biggest advantages.
A perversion of justice. The young prince, defiled. If it's an eye you want, balance the scales. I am your servant.
But at what price?
That will not be necessary. The day will doubtless come when I require such a friend. With not only skill, but discretion as well.
She really has like 3 devils on her shoulder. Sir Kristen, her father, and then Larys. Like, they're all just pushing her to do really bad things.
I need you, uncle. Casta ti mer pina uragon costandaur.
Yeah.
Ilvur anogri ilo letago. Nihus belzuris, belmura o maestarome. Nihus drives nyachupsos ahibilukstaur.
We could not marry unless Rhaenyra were dead.
I know.
Damn.
Heard about your exploits in the Stepstones, Sir Carl. What are you asking of me, my lord? A quick death, one with witnesses.
Getting him to do it. Smart.
I will not be a tyrant. And rule through terror.
A tyrant rules only through terror.
Yeah, they do need to fear her a little bit.
King isn't feared, he is powerless. If you are to be a strong queen, you must cultivate love and respect, yes, but your subjects must fear you.
Yep.
Why are you in my father's hall? Set him free.
You forget yourself.
My lord, please! I'll let the guards!
This will cost Lord Corlys and Princess Rhaenys their only remaining child. And the realm will whisper that I was somehow responsible.
Let him whisper.
I really feel for Princess Rhaenys, man.
They will fear what else we might be capable of.
Yep. I feel like doing this right after both your spouses died doesn't look very good. They finally both got what they wanted. I think that this was the best thing he could do to help her. Like, she needs people to think that she's capable of killing him. Does bring up some questions about what happens with his dragon and stuff, but yeah. Alright, so that is another episode of House of the Dragons in the book. I really do think that this was probably the last chance that the king had to kind of put an end to this feud. After what happened in this episode, I'm pretty sure they're just on a collision course, and there's pretty much nothing that anybody, I think, can do at this point to stop them from fighting. This episode kind of sealed that fate, I would say. Yeah, I really do think that she needed people to believe that she killed Rhaenyra, just because you do need a level of fear to rule effectively. You know, Viserys didn't have anybody fearing him really, and we can kind of see how he's not that effective. You don't want to be all fear, because then you're just a tyrant, but you definitely need a level of fear in order to rule. This does bring up an interesting question, though, in that what happens to Rhaenyra's dragon Sea Smoke now that he's dead? Because yeah, dragons can only bond with one rider at a time, so if anybody tries to, you know, bond with Sea Smoke, then things may not end well for them. Also, dragons have some sort of, I think, like psychic bond almost with their riders, so they try to seek them out. So will Sea Smoke try and seek Rhaenyra out, and how will that look if he does that? That's another question that we still need to kind of see answered. So that'll be an interesting little plot line to follow. You know, I feel bad for all the kids in the show, just because I feel like they've just been trained and groomed to hate each other and see each other as enemies. Like, I feel like the kids wouldn't have had any animosity towards each other if the parents didn't have this basically blood feud going on. So yeah, I really do feel for the kids in the show, man. Like, they were just forced into this conflict without their choice, you know. And speaking of somebody who was forced into this conflict against their will, you know, Alicent, she really does have like 3 just devils on her shoulder in Sir Criston Cole, her father, and Larys, you know. Like, her father definitely pushed her into this conflict, you know. Sir Criston Cole is just using her hate, her dislike for Rhaenyra, to help with his dislike for Rhaenyra, and just reinforcing it. And then, of course, Larys is just unstable and willing to, you know, do whatever he has to for power. So yeah, like, it's really sad to see her just being pushed by these 3 men to doing things that probably not going to end well for her or her family or anybody in the show. The last thing, I guess, is, speaking of the Greens, they now have the biggest, baddest dragon, Vhagar. It'll be interesting to see kind of what happens there, just because I know that Vhagar we know that Vhagar is the biggest, baddest dragon, but like I feel like there's only like 2 dragons out there that can probably take on Vhagar. There's Vermithor, who is the dragon of the Old King. He's pretty big. He's pretty battle hardened. So with the right rider, he might be able to take on Vhagar. And Caraxes, of course, with Daemon, because again, he's battle hardened. He's got a very skillful dragon rider in Daemon. Maybe he could take him on. There's a couple of other bigger dragons out there as well. But yeah, I don't know if they'll be able to like take on Vhagar. Or if they'll be able to find riders for them. So we'll have to see how that plays out. But I really did enjoy this episode. I think the scene in the Great Hall was probably my favorite. You know, it set the stage for a lot of things to come. So yeah, if you guys did enjoy the video, go ahead and hit the like button and let me know down in the comments below what you thought of the episode. And I'll see you guys in the next one.